Happy New Comic Book Day, webheads. Hey, I got a question for you. If there is a holy grail that you want to own besides that first appearance of Batman and Superman, which comic book would it be? Hey, all my webheads out there, welcome back to Comic Book Corner 2.0. And fans, I am your host, Mike Spider Slayer, always helping you make decisions on what comic books to buy. But today, guys, I am bringing you Spider Slayer's comic book haul. This is episode 479, and this is the video series where each and every week I share with you what I picked up at the comic book store, which is Comic Central, located in Central Florida, in the city of Sanford. They provide the greatest comic books, ultimate customer service, and if you're ever in the area, tell them that Mike Spider Slayer sent you. And guys, thank you so much for watching once again, and if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, don't forget to hit that bell so you miss any content from me. And of course, guys, I am so close to hitting 10K subscribers, so if you want to enter in my Road to 10K X-Men giveaway, make sure you comment down below. And when I hit 10K, guys, I will pick one of the selected videos, and you too could win some of these X-Men prizes. So let's get started, guys, with this week's haul with the mysterious black bag. That's right, guys. Can you guys pick the video where the mysterious black bag made its first appearance? I can tell you it's probably a challenge. It was quite a while ago. But here we go, guys. The mysterious black bag is in effect. Inside are the comic books, and inside is the stack. Look at that fat stack. That's right, guys. All right, so here we go. Let's put it right here on the desk, and let's start with the first comic book. Let's get comfortable here. So the first one is Mark Millar's and Jupiter Legacy. Now, I have not checked out the Netflix TV show. I actually heard that they're not renewing for a season 2. Have you guys watched this show? Is it any good? Should I watch it? I actually read the first and second series of Jupiter Legacy, and I thought it was actually pretty good. So is this based off of, is this a new series? I don't know. I guess so. It's called Requiem. So I have no idea what it's about. It's been ages since I've read a Jupiter's Legacy comic book, so we'll see what happens, if it's any good, if I continue it. All right, next I have from Boom, we have Berserker. This is issue 3. Love this series. I think this one is really great. Last issue, we got to see kind of like the beginnings story of the origin tale of Berserker and what he did in his village, how he was conceived, and it looks like we're going to be getting, maybe some more of that story. I think this has been a great book, trying to flesh out that character a little bit more, and I love how he kind of wants to be mortal. He doesn't want to die, but he wants to have the opportunity to die, and if he dies, he dies. How many times did I say die in this sentence? So anyway, that's Berserker issue 3. Doesn't seem like there's a lot of pages in there, right? All right, moving on with the indies this week, we have Radiant Black issue 5. Let me just tell you, what happened in Radiant Black issue 4 was outstanding. I think Kyle Higgins is doing such a great job on this book, and let me just tell you, the artwork is gorgeous. Look at this fighting scene between Radiant Black and it looks like Radiant Red. What happens to the new possessor of the power? Is our main character that were introduced for the first 3 issues dead? I don't know. Can't wait to read this, but this is highly anticipated on my list this week. The next one that's highly anticipated on my list this week is Nightwing. This is issue 81. Looks like we're going to get the full battle here with Heartless and Dick. I can't wait to read this story. The artwork in this book is also awesome. It's so dynamic, and I just love seeing the paneling and the fight scenes in here. The character interactions are so well done. This is one of my favorite DC comics as of right now, and it could rank up there as one of my favorite DC runs ever if it keeps up on this pace. So that's Nightwing. Next, I'm sorry, guys, I haven't had a chance to catch up on this. You guys have been telling me to read it. You're saying it's actually good. Catwoman, this is issue 32. Obviously got it for the Jenny Frison variant cover. Awesome looking cover. Again, when it comes to that background, it really makes the character pop out on the screen. Love all that splattered paint and whatnot. Looks so good, man. Love her facial expression here as well. So that's Catwoman issue 32. Here's some of the artwork inside in case you guys do collect it and you're curious about art. So here is some art there. So that's pretty good. It's hard to get around all the advertisements that DC is doing in their comics. Here's some more right there too. So there we have that. All right, next from DC, we have Static issue 1. Now, I don't know too much about the character, but I know of the character. I know he had his own TV show. I've watched a few of the episodes, but I never collected any of the past comic books. And I really want to see if I'll like the character and like the comic in itself. Here's some interior artwork over here. And there's some paneling, colors, all that great stuff. So yeah, that's Static. Milestone returns. All right. And then it looks like the last DC comic book that I have here today is Batman 0. Fortnite. Didn't take it out of its poly bag yet, but looking forward to getting that code and obviously reading this particular issue. It's been a pretty solid book, and I think I'm going to get the hardcover when it comes out as well. All right. So it looks like we're moving on to Marvel Comics now. We have Infinite Destinies, Captain America Annual. This is issue 1. So that continues that storyline where it crosses over with all the annuals in the Marvel, some of the main Marvel characters here. And I think the last character we saw was Iron Man, and he was dealing with the Space Stone. And the character that had it was Quantum. And now we have Overtime, who Captain America is going to be battling. The cool thing about the stones this time is they select their wielders, right? So we already know, if you've been following Kelly Thompson's Captain Marvel, that Star is the possessor of the Reality Stone, and she's had to get used to that stone. So once everyone gets their stones, I want to know what happens going forward there. So this looks like it could be a lot of fun. So Infinite Destinies, Captain America Annual, issue 1. That rhymes. I'm not a rapper. All right, next we have Miles Morales Spider-Man, The Clone Saga. So is the real Miles Morales in this book an actual real Miles Morales, or is he a clone? Well, he was captured, as you get to see here, and he's dealing with all these different versions of himself. There's like one guy that gets real big and he's like clay-like. One dude is like a spider. It's just weird, you know, and this is a very forgettable book. Like, I don't even remember what happened in the issue, but I'm still reading it just to find out the outcome and what the ramifications are actually going to be. But that seems like what this series has been about with Miles. He's been constantly tortured, being captured. Now he's being cloned. Just, I don't know. There's all kinds of weird things happening to him. And we'll see what happens with that. So, yep, Miles Morales Clone Saga. Are you guys reading that? All right, so continuing on with Marvel, we have Marvel. This is issue 30. Marvel. Duh, it's Marvel. Fantastic Four, issue 33. This is The Bride of Doom Part 2. So we get to see maybe Dr. Doom get married to Victorious, but at the end of the last issue, it's kind of hilarious because she was, you know, sleeping around with Johnny Storm, which I thought was hilarious. And that's when he proposed after the fact. So we'll see what the wedding is like over here. It looks like they're getting an escort, and Reed is going to be the best man. And he's got like tigers next to him and stuff. Dude, that's crazy. I think this is going to be a fun issue. And what's going to happen going forward with Fantastic Four? I love the artwork here, though. Great facial features and the characters. Nice coloring. I think Dan Slott's done a pretty good job with it. All right, guys. So now we're going to move on to our Facebook shout-outs. That's right, guys. Comic Book Corner 2.0 Webheads Unite is the Facebook group page if you're looking to join it. And this one goes to Kevin Zamalt. He says, Happy New Comic Book Day. Fat Stack Haul today. A lot of much anticipated issues this week with Radiant Black, Berserker, Nightwing, and of course Venom. So cool looking new number ones out there too. Static, Seven Swords, and Compass. Happy reading, folks. Nice fat stack there. Congratulations on your haul. Next, we have Ricky, who says, I just recently jumped on the Spawn bandwagon, started with issue 300 to the current issue. Recently picked up these gems for my collection, issues 1 through 6 and number 9. I would grade these a 9.6 or 9.8. Awesome issues to have in the Spawn collection. Love issue 1, issue 2, the first appearance of Angela there. So congratulations on those Spawn books. And then I got a big shout out here to Ontoro, who has a hashtag mail call and said, I probably paid too much, but low grade is better than no grade. Besides, it's going to my PC. So he wound up getting a Fantastic Four issue 67, graded at a 5.0. This is the first cameo of Adam Warlock, who obviously is within the cocoon, right? Nice looking book. Congratulations on the find. And guys, if you want to become a part of the Facebook group page, all you got to do is go on to my group page, like I said, called Comic Book Corner 2.0 Webheads Unite. I'll look over you, make sure you're okay. I'll approve you, and then you can share your haul, your graded comic books, your comic book rooms, the comic book stores you work at, and great community on there. And who knows, maybe you could get shouted out in future hauls. All right, guys, so continuing on with the haul, we have Heroes Reborn. This is issue 7. Is this it for it? Is this the conclusion for it finally? I'm not 100% sure. It's been a pretty good series, seeing these one-shots of all these different characters, like with the Squadron Supreme. I love the Night Gwen story where she's like Batgirl. Check out this page right here. What is going on there, man? There looks like there's some intense stuff happening in this book. Love the artwork. This has been surprisingly pretty good. So yeah, Heroes Reborn issue 7. Next, we got Peach Momoko's Demon Days. This is issue 1. Love the cover art here, and the interior artwork is just the same. I love the other Demon Days book that we wound up getting. I thought that was really well done. Very different type of storytelling with the characters that you know and love, right? The last one had to deal with Venom, so I wound up getting that. Then we have the variant covers, which I love. Jen Partel, who did the DC Pride book. I love the colors on this one as the characters are like glowing. Too bad this is not like a black light cover, so that's awesome. And then I wound up getting a J. Scott Campbell Demon Days as well. And that's a nice looking cover too. I always love his artwork. Cool dynamic pose there by the character. Love the cloak or cape or sash or whatever it is that you want to call it there. So I got all 3 of those covers, and I wasn't expecting to do that. Next, we wound up getting X-Corp, X-Men Gala stuff. Getting it all mainly because of this cover. I want to connect all of them together, right? If you're expecting anything big to happen in the Gala, there's not too much big stuff happening in there. But this is what you can expect. A lot of standing around, a lot of nothing. Does anything happen besides the new team getting introduced? I don't know. We'll see. We know someone gets murdered, right? Then there's also New Mutants issue 19. Another one of those covers. And once again, you can open it up and you can expect, yes, more standing around and more talking. No action in this series or in any of the other Gala series. So you got that one. Probably the best one and most hilarious one was Hellions. But then you do have this book. You have Planet Size X-Men. This is supposed to change everything. This is supposed to be the next giant size X-Men, right? Of today's world. So here's what's going on in here. Here's the interior artwork. So you got Magneto there. At first glance, we got people on a beach, right? So I don't know what's happening on that beach. Let's see what happens here. I guess, is that Krakoa? I mean, the artwork looks really well. All right, here's some more stuff. They're standing around too. There's not much going on in here. So I don't know. We'll see what happens with Planet Size X-Men. Supposedly it's going to be a big issue. I'm anticipating it. But then, of course, I wound up getting the green carpet variant. All right, so speaking of Marvel, next we move on and we go on to Venom issue 200. So I wound up getting this cover. I had to get this one with all the different covers of Venom on there, or all the Venoms, whatever case that makes up a whole cover. I thought it looked so cool. And then here is some of the interior artwork going on in here. I love how it is a better quality comic book, that it's not some cheap comic like they made like 50th anniversary of Deadpool, 50th, maybe 25th anniversary of Deadpool or something like that a while back, where it's just like complete paper and no quality cover. This looks like more of a trade. Here's some more interior art in here. So I am curious how this whole thing wraps up. And then I wound up getting the main cover as well. All right, so had to get at least two. One reading copy, one copy to put away. And it says, plus a host of Venom's most historic creators, including Bagley, Ron Lim. So there's a lot of characters on there, or a lot of writers that are going to be writing about the character. All right, and then last but not least, guys, I wound up getting this Mark Spector Moon Knight issue 42. I just thought this was awesome looking cover. I'm not a huge fan of Moon Knight, but Moon Knight is going to get hot in the future. And I love how Gambit is on this cover and it's a playing card. I just think that's awesome. And then you flip it upside down and then there's Gambit. So that was so cool. And it's in really good shape. So I was like, why not? And there you guys have it. There is the haul for the week. So hopefully you guys enjoyed it. Now I want to know all those comments below. The question when it comes to the Holy Grail comic that you would love to own. Some of your stuff that you picked up for the week. And guys, if you enjoyed this video, again, give it a thumbs up. Subscribe. Don't forget to hit that bell. And if you like my content, I'll leave you more content right here to click on. And until next time, guys, happy New Comic Book Day and enjoy those books.